right, so I am on my way to go surfing. I saw that the flow levels in the river is rising, and I was like, well, I'm gonna be gone most of May, so I gotta just take the opportunity to go surfing in a river when I can. It's kind of an amazing experience every time I do it, so I figured I would carve out some time and drive down to Salida, Colorado, where I will hop in a freezing cold river, potentially in the snow, and do some surfing on a standing wave. It should be kind of exciting. You know, I think this trip, as ridiculous as it sounds, is partially about me going out and surfing, but I think it's mostly about me trying to ask these bigger questions and journal and think through and reflect on my career and what I want my next year to look like, and how can I continue to share stories of passionate people doing what they love in the outdoors and helping share other people's work in a compassionate and empathetic way, kind of bringing out the best in others. You know, I think it's an important thing to consider when you're given the task of sharing somebody's story, how you can do it in the best way possible. And I think looking at the projects I have coming up, I want to make sure I'm being intentional and thinking through these bigger questions of how can I, as Rue, as a filmmaker, be empathetic and compassionate and sharing these stories and making sure that these people feel loved and seen, and the people that see my work feel joyful and excited about getting out and exploring these new places or doing something they've never done before.
And it wasn't ever easy. Can I live in the mountains in a wheelchair? Like, how does that work?
I had a big snowstorm coming in tonight, and obviously getting up in the morning and going and jumping in a freezing cold river feels maybe like the opportunity I need to get clarity on all of this stuff. Or maybe it's just crazy and I'm just doing something stupid and trying to make it sound reflective and important, but really I'm just taking some time and trying to go surf in one of my favorite towns. So we'll see. But it's starting to snow and it's feeling a little ominous and feeling cold to go jump in the river, but I'm gonna do it. So we'll see what happens.
I'll find my way underground. Then my fear began to reach.
So I just checked out the wave. It's definitely small. Don't know if it'll be able to be surfed, but I got the wetsuit and it feels cold, but whatever.
Took a breath, took a step. Encountered metal on my left. What a strange
coat back
thing to
on.
find. Metal in this place of
While I
mine.
pump up the board,
Twice down the
so
hall.
I don't just be freezing.
And then a light broke through the black. I was standing on a track. That little light began to grow. There was nowhere I could go. And the ground began to shake. No time left to hit the brake. That little light was closing in. Suddenly I'm floating. Love, I see you now. Oh, you found me here underground.
So all in all, I would say this is a pretty unsuccessful surf trip. I thought the water levels would be higher and the water would be moving faster, but it wasn't, so I wasn't able to stand up. And as a result, ended up just kind of boogie boarding for like 30 minutes and then just calling it a day. I was gonna camp tonight and then surf tomorrow morning, but because there's no wave to surf, I figured why camp in the snow when you don't have to, if you're just doing it for the sake of going boogie boarding again in the morning. So just gonna head home, kind of cut my losses. it was still a pretty great day. It was really cool making that time lapse and watching the storm kind of roll in. Now I'm driving back. Didn't really think that through because now I'm driving back in the snow. But all in all, it's a pretty sweet day. Just good to be outside. I think all things considered, spending 6 hours in the car today is the thinking time maybe that I need. So I'm gonna sign off because I'm gonna just do some thinking and listen to some music on this car ride. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. Probably wasn't very interesting, but whatever. Me rambling to the camera for a few minutes of your life hopefully was entertaining. So yeah, anyways, peace. Wow, what an endeavor this day has turned into. This is just a full adventure movie now. We're just in it. We're living the life, people. Living the life. Yeah, this is gnarly. That drive was heinous. There was so much snow. I was going 30 miles an hour on the highway, and even that felt fast. It would have been about 5 hours for me to get home, and thankfully Kip opened his doors to me here, so I'm able to kind of crash tonight and wake up in the morning and finish the drive. But yeah, it really means a lot that he let me in here, because I was like debating sleeping in my car and trying to figure out how to go about doing that. There's probably like a foot of snow out there right now and still coming down. So yeah, I'm excited to wake up in the morning and see it all. But for now, I'm very thankful to be off the road because that was brutal. Sleeping bag, book. Oh, so happy to be not in the car. I think I'm gonna stop filming for the night and wake up in the morning and see how the snow looks.